I like to make work out in the world. I find it endlessly fascinating. I find that I could never invent the incredible things that happen. And I love going places or having experiences that are not completely within my control.
Melissa. Yeah. I'm right here. Feeling good?
Yeah, how are you?
Great.
Good.
Great.
Will you move the, move that around a little bit?
Did you know this is Revlon? And this is what they actually wore in the 50s. It's called,
Hold on, let me see. Just a moment, I will figure this freaking thing out. Sorry, you were saying?
This is what the movie stars in the 50s actually did wear. It's called Cherries in the Snow by Revlon. And I wear this. I love it. They still make it.
Amazing. I met Melissa when I was working in Hollywood making photographs. She was and is a Marilyn Monroe impersonator. Where are you? Okay, I'm gonna go under this way. We've known each other now for 10 years. What era of Marilyn are we doing?
We are doing Let's Make Love.
It's just been this improvisational, whatever she wants to film, and we've become extremely close, based around making something together. We'll hold that mirror there, that looks good. I'm trying to get your eyes in here. Okay, so often the picture can be a gesture in a way of love. Okay, go a little to your left. But it's also about being seen. I'm from Arlington, Massachusetts, about 15 minutes outside of Boston. I think I was maybe 8 years old, and my grandmother gave me a camera. I immediately fell in love with observing the world. So when I moved west, the first thing that struck me was just the quality of the light. And so I wandered. I just wanted to wander. I wanted to walk around with a camera and kind of explore. I never wanted to just photograph people that were unaware. It has always very much been about my wanting to photograph people who are interested in being photographed. The light was bright and illuminating everything, including the incredible suffering here. Formerly I was interested in a degree of abstraction, of really stripping away all the extra stuff and only leaving what was absolutely essential. And for me, they become like a family album, remembering each one of these people and what we talked about. I always imagine them as dissident soldiers, where they demanded attention, where you could not avoid regarding them. I think often there might be a perception that the artist is the author. when in fact it is so much more collaborative, when in fact people have very strong ideas. And in particular, when I met Nicole and started photographing Nicole, she was the most fun, the most challenging. At one point, we'd been photographing for a while, we're very close, and she said, I don't know, I just think your pictures are a little weird, a little boring. Can we make some real pictures? And I said, well, yeah. And I said, I'll just lock off the frame and do whatever you want. She got naked and was kind of imitating these provocative poses, but then almost doing violence to them. There was a desire to have some of that glamour or sex appeal or whatever, and then she rejected it at the same time. And I thought, this is closer to what I feel as a woman. I mean, we're talking about what's beautiful. That's beautiful. That is raw. That's generous. And her allowing herself to be vulnerable is actually a strength. I'm always drawn to more difficult material. My best friend growing up, she ended up having a lot of problems with drug abuse and homelessness. And the last time I saw her alive, she told me, people don't want to look at me. I know I don't exist anymore, that people avert their eyes. I'm not even a person, I'm a junkie. And as time has gone on, the people that I've photographed or the places I've gone have been completely overlooked. I had been thinking for a long time about making a film or how to make a film because the circumstances of making my photographs are, in a way, almost more important than the pictures themselves, or as important. So I've been thinking a lot about how can I represent or convey a person's energy, sense of humor, stories, or what have you. There's a lot that a photograph can do, but it can't do that.
Some bad decisions in my life. Oh, but it could get better.
This place is, it's really something else, man.
Well, the Nine's the name of a street. It's the local name for South 9th Street in the Central Valley, Modesto, California. Everyone shares a struggle, and there's a candor and openness about that struggle. I met a woman named Vanessa on the Nine, and she introduced me to some other people over time. I asked them if they might be interested in making a film together, and they were really enthusiastic. And I spent a long time hanging out, seeing what would happen, getting to know people really well, seeing what would unfold. I didn't want to make a movie that was sensationalizing lives that are already quite victimized, but instead showing how mundane, how ordinary, how, in fact, recognizable their lives were.
My mama used to say, every hair on my head was counted.
When I met Kiki, it was really vital that she tell her own story.
She said, don't be afraid. You're worth more than hundreds of sparrows. I don't know, though. Even one sparrow's holy to me.
babies.
I'm not a journalist. I saw us as making a film together. I worked with her for 5 years, spent so much time with Kiki. And at the same time, I am watching her hurting herself. And then I get to go home to my house in Berkeley. And what does that mean? And do I have the right to be there? It's difficult, and it raises a lot of questions. I struggle with wanting to do more, probably feeling a bit guilty, and at the same time really valuing my friendships. I don't know, it's the fact is it's complicated and it's not resolvable, and yet to avoid it is sort of becoming complicit in not seeing. Is this where we went last time?
Yeah. This is the same route we went. I think what we should do is wait and get the sunset. It's rather short, the dance.
Right now, I'm kind of at the beginning again. And I have lots of ideas. I torture myself because I feel like I never know where I'm going, but that's what's required.
This is cool. I really like all of this.
There are these repeated kinds of relationships that I have, which are about an unexpected collaboration.
What does this look like?
It's all beautiful. Probably the most important part for me is the leap of faith that we both take to trust one another. Life is a lot more interesting than kind of remaining in my studio or my little bubble.
Yeah, should we do the thing with the spotlight, the car lights?
I guess I want to be shaken out of complacency. I think discomfort is a really important feeling, and it might help you recognize some of your own limitations in the way you see the world, or just the fact of other possibilities.
Sorry, hold on.
To learn more about Art21 and our educational resources, please visit us online at pbs.org/art21. Art in the 21st Century, Season 9 is available on DVD. To order, visit shop.pbs.org or call 1-800-PLAY-PBS. This program is also available for download on iTunes.